Best Life, and I'm Cindy Smaha. We're in a series called Barriers, and before we get into the topic, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right next to it so you'll be notified of all my future uploads. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Again, we're in a series called Barriers, and today's topic, as you saw, was about taking out the trash. And the trash we're talking about is character defects. Character defects, as you saw, were pride, impatience, selfishness, fear, bitterness, resentment, dishonesty, and all the others. And those, everyone has character defects. We all have them. And today, I have an acrostic. You know I like acrostics. And the acrostic is admit, A-D-M-I-T. And the first letter in our acrostic is A for admit. Admit you have character defects. Admit that they're there. Say, yes, I have pride. Yes, I have dishonesty. Yes, I have these things. Even if you don't admit it, it doesn't mean they're not there. They don't just suddenly go away if you don't say you have pride. They're there. And trust me, I decided to do this video on character defects because they can have very serious consequences. And I say this from experience. You can lose your relationships if you don't work on your character defects. It will affect your job, even to the point of losing your job, if you don't work on your character defects. It's difficult, I know it is, but admitting it is the first step in healing from it. And that goes to the second part of our acrostic, which is D for decide. Decide to make a change. Make a decision that you're going to work on it. Make a decision that, yes, I have pride. Yes, I have dishonesty. Yes, I have these things. And I'm going to decide today, and you can do it today, you don't have to wait till tomorrow. Decide today that you're going to work on them. That you're important enough, your family's important enough, your friends and your job are important enough to work on them. That brings us to the next letter of our acrostic, which is M for make a list. Making a list, it's like an inventory, lets you know what you have. Just like I listed those on the ones and threw them away in the trash because I didn't want them anymore. By listing them, you can see them. You admit it, you make a decision, and then you need to make a list. What do the ones that you have, that you know about? Because some of them are pretty sort of sneaky. You know, sometimes selfishness isn't obvious, super obvious. Not to me anyway, maybe to other people. But make a list of the ones you know you have. And that brings us to the next letter of our acrostic, which is I. Intentionally share that list with someone else. Be intentional about speaking to someone else, a trusted friend, a professional that you can talk about. Yes, I have pride and it leaks out in this area. And yes, I have impatience, and I'm impatient at the line in the grocery store when it gets too long, and I don't know how to work on that, and how do I stop that? And talking it out, talking to a trusted friend will help you bring you the answers that you need. And so be intentional about it and speak to someone else. And that brings us to the last letter in our acrostic, which is time. Give yourself time. Like I said, I have been working on this for over 30 years, and it is so much better. Just the other day, I admitted it to my husband. You know, that was very selfish of me by doing that or saying that. And I'm so, so sorry. By admitting it and being intentional and letting others know that you have it and you're sorry, it improves your relationships. I know your mind thinks if I say it and people hear it, then they're going to be mad at me. No, they're already mad at you. But when you say it, when you say I'm sorry, when you humble yourself and you talk to someone else and you admit it, you say, yes, I have this and I'm very sorry, that will help you heal from it. It'll help you not do it again and make it less. So I hope you find this video helpful. And I hope today that you make a decision that you're worth it, and your family's worth it, and your job is worth it, and your friends are worth it, for you to work on your character defects and have that best life that you want. Well, I hope this video was helpful for you. And please be sure to come back next week at 4 o'clock when we're going to talk about what's in your closet. That's going to be interesting. So I'll see you next week and have a great one. Bye.